Good morning, guys. It is Tuesday, and I thought I would record a little daily dose of doll for you guys since I haven't been able to post my normal Monday morning coffee videos. With the hectic Christmas schedule, it's kind of hard to keep up. I'm stretched pretty thin right now. So I thought I would make a video on a topic that was brought to my attention this morning when I woke up, and somebody had tagged me in a comment that was made under a post that I had made on my page. So I recently shared a blog that somebody had did about how the fashion industry all over the world is changing daily. You know, it's going from your stereotypical Model S types and super stick thin models to girls of healthier body types and natural body types, and the industry is changing as we know it. And there's a lot of countries that are now making it illegal to hire models that are so thin that they're unhealthy. Not naturally thin, but they are unhealthy thin because they are starving themselves to meet requirements that the industry has set and that designers want and clothing brands want. So these women are dangerously thin. They starve themselves, they hurt themselves, and they are on the point of death and illness. And so now there's a lot of countries that are fining different designers and brands and people who hire models that are at that point. So now models have to get, if they are pushing a limit of what would be considered dangerously thin, they have to go see a doctor and get a doctor's note stating that they are healthy and that that is their natural body type. Now there's a lot of people that are screaming that that's discrimination. We're allowed to be naturally thin. You couldn't do that to a curvy person. And I really think that what we need to be focusing on is that they are doing something to protect the model's well-being. Now, in the industry, it is known that the standard body type that has always been there is rail thin. And that's just the way it's been. And that's not how it needs to be anymore, and models are sick and they're hospitalized and they're dying, and there's this and there's that because they suffer from anorexia, from trying to meet the standard body type that society has put on the industry. So now there are countries that are fining people for hiring these models that are at this dangerous point. Why? It's to protect them. It's to keep these girls safe. It's to let them know you need to be healthy before anything else. So if you are not naturally this small and you get hired, you're going to get in trouble for it. So I shared it because I thought that was a great thing. I think it's great that the industry wants to focus on healthy body types, whether it's skinny or curvy or whatever it is. Their focus is healthy, not an image that the industry wants portrayed. And that's really, really important. So somebody like me, for instance, who's a normal 98 pounds, after 2 children, I'm almost 27 years old, and I'm still 98 pounds. I was 63 pounds until I was 15. My body sits at a healthy, small size. It's just how I was built, how I'm made. And so for somebody like me, I would be totally fine with saying, okay, I will go, I'll get the doctor's note, look, I'm healthy, 100%, let's get the show on the road. It's not about discriminating against, it's about protecting, because there are a lot of girls that are not naturally that thin that are struggling and working so hard to meet that size, and it's killing them, and that's not okay. So I shared that post in saying, hey, this is great, check this out. So I was tagged in a comment that was made about how I made somebody feel self-conscious because of how thin I am, and how they really want me to start posting, doing shoots with curvier girls, and how I need to do more with curvier girls. So what I have to say about that is I'm never going to apologize for being myself. I'm not going to apologize to you for being as thin as I am and you're not. I'm not going to apologize to you because I have learned to embrace myself. It has taken me almost 27 years to learn how to embrace the body I was given and stop feeling bad about myself. So I'm not going to apologize for that. What I will apologize to you for is that I'm sorry you are insecure. I'm sorry that you hurt. I'm sorry that you don't like yourself. I'm sorry that you don't think you're good enough, because all of that is crap. There's nothing wrong with you. I wouldn't want you to apologize for your body type or the way you are healthy, just like don't ask me to. It's not going to happen. I'm never going to say, I'm sorry that me being who I am makes you feel bad, when I'm not doing anything to hurt you, and I'm not doing anything to make you feel that way. That's a personal insecurity that you're going to have to grab a hold of and learn to get over, just like I have in my life. You know, I am told daily to kill myself in email messages from girls that are triple my size. They don't like the fact that I'm thin, and they attack me for it, and they tell me, you need to just go on ahead and kill yourself instead of starving yourself slowly. Thanks, boo-boo. I'll get right on that. It's such bullshit. You know, you don't attack people for being who they are. And it's 50-50 anymore. It definitely used to be back in the 50s. There was ads about women gaining weight so they could be more womanly and have a better figure. And then you go through the years, and then it's attacking anybody that has any type of curve to their body. And if you're not skinny, then you're disgusting and not worth anything. And now we've come full circle, and now it's attacking, you know, thin people. It's cut and dry anymore. It doesn't matter what your body type is, somebody's gonna hate you for it. And the constant fight between thick and thin has got to be the stupidest thing I have ever seen in my life. Let me tell you something really quick. Skinny and fat, they are descriptive terms. They are not defining terms. Being skinny or being fat does not define who you are as a person. Who you are as a person defines who you are. Are you a shitty person? Are you a nice person? How do you treat people? How kind are you? Will you go out of your way to help somebody just because they need help? Do you tell people to go screw themselves because you don't want to be bothered? Those are the kinds of things that define who you are as a person. Not whether or not your thighs have a little bit more meat on them, or whether your thighs have a little less meat on them. It has nothing to do with that. So when I get a comment that says, you make me feel insecure about myself, well, honey, that is a personal issue. And it breaks my heart that you have it. And I would love more than to counsel with you and talk to you about it. But do not tell me that I need to change who I am and how I act and the things that I share because you have a personal issue. It is not my job to fix that. It is a want that I have to fix that. It is the way that I go out of my way to counsel with girls through millions of emails that I get and talk to you, because I personally want you to realize that you are beautiful and you do not need to be insecure or have some skinny girl like me make you feel insecure. You know how many thick girls out there make me question my body type all the time? I struggle with it still every day. It is something that we all do. But you have to overcome that emotion that has been placed by society, because it's not something that we need to have. These are bodies. They are not objects. They are not something, we don't walk around pre-photoshopped. And just because society thinks that we should walk around pre-photoshopped doesn't mean we're going to. That is not how the world works. So we need to stop attacking those who are simply embracing who they are. If this plus size model is embracing her thick thighs, go her. Do not attack her for it. What kind of human being does that make you? I mean, come on. So all I have to say is that if I make you feel insecure for embracing who I am, you really, really need to look inside yourself. Because it's taken me a really long time to learn that I am beautiful the way I was created, and that I don't have to adjust and manipulate and change who I am to be beautiful. I was created a certain way, and I'm going to embrace that. I'm not going to change that. We are who we are no matter what. And as far as me posting and doing photo shoots and modeling with curvy women are not a science experiment. I'm not going to go out and find, I need a curvy woman to shoot with so I can look like I support curvy women around the world. Women are women. There are curvy women out there. There are skinny women out there, all hustling every single day, doing their thing. They are not a science experiment. You don't just go find one to do a project with like they're an object. I support bodies, not body types. I support all bodies, no matter what they look like, how they were made, where they're sitting. I'm not going to go out and be like, I need a thick girl. I need a thick girl. Can I get a thick girl? That's not how it works. That's like a company hiring an ethnicity because they need to balance that out. We are people. We are people. It doesn't matter what color we are or what size we are. We respect each other. I'm not going to go out and find a curvy girl so I can put a curvy girl on my page. Look, I put a curvy girl on my page. Am I safe now? I put women on my page. I talk to real women. I interact with real women. I do not care what size they are. I have friends that are from one end of the size spectrum to the next, and I'm not going to go single out and find one like she's something. I'm going to go to a store and pick one out. Can I get a curvy girl on aisle 12? Can I get a curvy girl? That's not how it works. There are curvy models out there working just as hard as me to develop their brand. I am one girl. My page is one page. It is my modeling brand. The Vintage Doll is one chick who pretty much shoots in her front yard with her children anymore. I do not set up special shoots with different size women just to show that, hey, look what I support. How fake is that? I support bodies. I am never going to be the type that screams that I am a body positive activist and then only support the body types that look like mine. That is as fake as it gets. So if you have a problem with the way I look, just because I am simply embracing who I am, who I was put on this earth as, and who I was put here to be, I'm sorry. And it breaks my heart that I am the cause of that, but I'm never going to apologize for being myself because I've worked way too hard to get here. And you really need to work hard to do the same thing because you will be much, much happier. So this is a daily dose of doll. I thought I would tune in and give you guys a little talky talk. So remember guys, you are in control of the days that fill your week. And you are going to be walking around every day in the body that you were given. It's time to start embracing you, the way you are. If you are healthy and you are strong and you are happy, that is all that matters. Do not change yourself to fit a mold that society has created that none of us will fit in. We are not pre-photoshopped people walking around this earth. We are absolutely flawed and beautiful, and that is okay. That is real. And I would rather be real than a photoshopped human being walking around here trying to fit into something that doesn't make anybody happy. So remember guys, I love your faces, no matter what size they are, no matter what color they are. Be you, be happy, be healthy, and you will be okay. Bye.